What is up? We are back on EnchantedMC for their brand new Prisons season. I've actually never played Prisons before, and for my first season on the server, I'm going to be playing as a default. Watching all of my videos will basically walk you through on how to play the game and become really rich, and how to just like progress the best way possible. But yes, definitely come try out the server. The IP is there on the screen, zappedenchantedmc.net. If you already do play the server and you want to support me, all you have to do is just swap over to my IP. But basically, to start off on the server, type /mine, and now I'm here at my OP Prisons mine, so I can start mining the blocks. Now on this server, firstly, if you look at the scoreboard, we have money, tokens, gems, beacons, shards, and then credits. So how we rank up on the server is that we use money, and how we get money is by mining blocks. So as I'm mining these blocks, they're actually going into my block backpack. I can open this up, and currently I have over 1,000 blocks that are worth $1,000, so I can sell all of those, which then gives me enough money, and I can actually get to rank 2. So if I type /rank up, I'm now rank 2, and it also looks like I can rank up to rank 3, probably even higher. What I'm going to do though is type /auto rank up. This will allow me to just automatically rank up on the server, so I don't have to think about it at all. Oh, and look at this. There's a pickaxe power up. I guess I'll just grab this. That just gave me a booster on my pickaxe for about 3 minutes. Pretty much there is a level on your pickaxe, and then you need a mine to level it up, but then now we'll gain levels even quicker. But yeah, basically, before we get more into the video, I do giveaways every single video on EnchantedMC, so we're giving away 2,500 credits. If you want to enter this video's giveaway, all you have to do is comment your in-game name, and then I'll also throw up the last video giveaway winner. They won 1,000 credits. If you don't know, credits are like the premium currency on this server. It's what you get with real life money, and then you can buy stuff like ranks and loot boxes and all of that. The other currency I'm gaining from mining is tokens. Tokens is what's used for these starter enchantments. When you actually do log on, by default you have token greed. I currently have 50 levels of this, and I can buy another 46 levels from the tokens we've already gained. But definitely the best strategy on the server is to get as high of a level token greed as possible, because it'll allow you to gain more tokens. And then there's actually another enchant that we do have by default called the jackhammer. I actually cannot buy any more levels until pickaxe level 10, but it is by default level 25. So when this does activate, it'll break a whole layer of your blocks. You've probably already seen it happen, but every so often the whole right there, that whole row just got broken. Now the main objective right now is to try getting a super high rank and a lot of tokens, but there actually is like another main currency that we do want to try focusing on, and that's beacons. If I type /mine, there are these mine upgrades, and that can basically increase our mine size, which is good because the more blocks there are, then when jackhammer activates, it'll give me like more blocks. So yeah, getting this mine size upgrade is super good. But it looks like there's also like other mine worlds you can purchase, which is pretty interesting, so I'll definitely remember this for the future. These different worlds end up having like different multipliers. Before I continue mining though, there is one way to get a bunch of crate keys on the server. If you type /vote, every single person can do this, but you can vote on all 7 of these server links, and then we'll get a bunch of the vote crate keys. I just finished voting. We have 8 normal crate keys and then 4 enchanted keys. So what we really want to get is hopefully a good amount of tokens, and it looks like I just got over 100 million tokens. I also got a crystal box, which could be pretty interesting. Let's see what we get from that. We get a token crystal. Okay, so how these crystals work is that when you put these on your tool, they will boost like your specific enchantment. So in this case, it'll boost the amount of tokens we get, but it only has a 63% apply chance. But this is also a 90% token booster. We almost get double the amount from this. So if this does apply successfully, which it did not. Yep, that crystal failed, so that's very unfortunate. And then, oh yes, okay, we also got pet boxes from the crate keys. Pets are really good. If I type /pets, you can see that we can equip these different pets and they will give us boosters. So in this case, we have the rare pickaxe pet. We also have a tokens pet, but personally, I do think getting the pickaxe pet to a higher level and using this to level up our pickaxe would be the best strategy. But as you can see, we have 2 of these rare pickaxes. If I go to the pet fusion, I can combine both of those together, and that'll actually turn that into a rare plus rarity, which means it just has a higher level, which means a greater boost, which is pretty cool. And then I can use these book of experiences and just put it onto my pickaxe, and now it's level 3. Over time, this will level up, and yeah, it'll just be an extra little boost, which is good. And it looks like we can also use beacons to buy these companions. These are things that you can purchase that will give you money multipliers, which overall is really good. All right, I'm going to sell my backpack. We got 5,000 money from that, and now I'm at rank 12. And one of the absolute best things about playing on this server is that they have these crazy milestones, which will help you get really rich very fast. So if I type such milestones, we currently have one of the mining milestones completed. This gives me 100 million tokens. Basically, every block you mine is counting towards your milestones. So milestone 2, we get a pickaxe booster, and that requires 5,000 blocks mined. But as we go down this, we start to get like really good items and eventually loot boxes. At 250,000 blocks mined, we get a start of the world loot box. I mean, that would take a pretty long time. But the other cool thing is that you can actually AFK these milestones. There's an AFK area on the server, which I will probably show you that towards the end of the video because we are definitely going to use the AFK zone. But with all of my tokens, I think it only makes sense to buy as many levels as I can of token greed. We are now at level 592 of token greed, which is absolutely awesome. By the way, I have actually figured out on what ranking up actually gives you. So basically, when we hit 1,000 ranks, I can rebirth, which will give me a rebirth points, and then we can use those for the rebirth upgrades. So I think at this time, it actually makes sense to not even rank up right now. So I'm gonna actually turn auto rank up off, and then I'll just save my money for the different like mine worlds that we can purchase, because those will probably help us out a lot more. I just don't see us hitting 1,000 ranks anytime soon. And then I actually do think we can use money for one other thing on the server. So if I actually right click my pickaxe, right here there's this pickaxes button. We can buy the pickaxe upgrades. Yes, these cost money and we can purchase them, which give me block multipliers, which leads to more blocks, meaning more money. Okay, yeah, so let me sell my backpack and let's buy some of these upgrades. I think it's definitely the smartest move to use my money for these upgrades. And we are now already at a netherite pickaxe. That is so sick. It looks like I have a gem booster, by the way. I got that from voting, but I'm not going to touch that for now. I'm not able to gain gems currently, so it just doesn't really make much sense. Oh wait, I have over 100 beacons. Okay, slash mine. Let's buy this first mine upgrade, and that will increase the size. That is pretty cool. And then what are these other milestones? So we do have the mining milestones, but then there's rebirth milestones. I could see why getting these would be really good because we get a lot of really good items every rebirth actually. And then there's also the ascension milestones, which this is a whole nother thing to get into. We'll get into that probably in a few videos. And then looking back at my pickaxe, there's actually another thing called auto miners. We can enable our auto miner. This will just like also help me and break blocks, which is really cool. Let me sell my backpack. We should be able to buy a new pickaxe upgrade, and we are now at the chocolate pickaxe. But so far, I think we are definitely in a good direction for the best possible way to progress on the server. We also have a shards currency, which I mentioned earlier, and there are a couple things we can do with that. We can purchase backpack upgrades, which I do feel like could come in handy because we can actually buy something to like increase our multiplier that the money will sell for. And then also there's auto selling, which could be useful. Or I can use shards for the armors. If we type slash armor, there are these different armor sets that we can purchase, and this will actually cost me 5,000 shards. Okay, maybe I shouldn't even worry about this because this is so expensive, but we can buy like a money armor set that'll give me a money multiplier. So like getting this would be super good, but it does cost 5,000 shards. So I think for now, I will purchase one of the auto sell upgrades. So yeah, now I don't really have to worry about going into the backpack and selling it, which will save a little bit of time. What I do really want to get though is if we add like a tokens booster potion, that would be so good. It actually looks like I have 3 normal crate keys still, and then 2 enchanted keys. We'll open both those up. I got another crystal box. Okay, give me a token crystal. Oh, we got a bee swarm crystal. So this one is actually specifically for the bee swarm enchantments, but I won't have that for a very long time, so we'll just leave that for now. What I'm also thinking about though is saving our beacons. I think we shouldn't buy any more mine size upgrades. I think it would be really good to buy companions because the companions do end up giving me more of a money multiplier, and because I can't really purchase any more jackhammer at the moment, I just don't think it makes sense to buy larger mine size because it doesn't really benefit me that much. Also, we somehow got another gems booster. That's unfortunate. I wish it was a tokens booster. Nice. I actually just completed that second milestone, so we're gonna activate activate this pickaxe booster, and yeah, let's use it. That'll help our pickaxe level up a little bit more. And then I do have a lot of tokens. Oh wait, our pickaxe is now level 7. This means we do have the key finder enchant unlocked, because I think this was for level 5. So yeah, anyways, we can buy some levels of this. I might as well just buy 372 levels. It has a pretty low chance to activate, but it'll definitely give us some more crate keys. Crate keys are how we just got like those hundreds of millions of tokens, so I think it will pay off. Okay, so I have 16,000 money. The backpack just sold. I can purchase another new sword upgrade. We are now at the snow pickaxe, which is a 0.80x block multiplier. To get our very first companion, it'll cost me 250 beacons. So yeah, I think for the next few minutes, I just have to do a lot of mining. Wait, okay, there's actually one last thing. If we type /battle pass, we actually unlock these free, oh my god, yes. Okay, so the battle pass, you get a bunch of these free tier rewards. There's also like a premium version, but we don't have that. 100 million tokens and 3 enchanted crate keys, 150 million tokens with 6 enchanted crate keys. At tier 4, we get even more crate keys, but we can also activate these challenges to give us even more XP. So when we complete these, like this one right here is activating token greed 836 times. That just means mining 836 blocks. That will be super epic. So yeah, and then you also passively gain XP for the battle pass just by mining. But getting these crate keys is super good, because this will hopefully give me a ton of tokens. We have 500 million tokens. Okay, yep, we should probably buy even more token greed. I'll just buy, yeah, you know what, I'll put everything into this, but then when we get to level 10, I might consider purchasing some more jackhammer. We unlocked that at pickaxe level 10. You can type /mine reset to reset the blocks in your mine, by the way. I am pretty hyped though to get this next battle pass tier. Oh wait, you know what? Okay, yeah, there's so many things on the server, which is why it's like so addicting, but there's also quests. If I type /quests, if I complete these daily quests, each one gives me a quest points, and then you can actually buy like loot boxes and stuff with these. So if we get 10 of them, which is only like 2 days of playing, we can get a free start of the world loot box. That is how we will get the loot boxes on this server. Nice, I just hit tier 5 of the battle pass, so now we just got another 150 million tokens and then 9 crate keys /crates. We have 9 of those to open. I also have 8 normal keys and then 2 rusty crate keys. Oh wait, we have another 3 normal keys. This is pretty cool. I got some more mythical boxes. We didn't get any crystals that would help us out at the moment. Let's go. I got a tokens booster. We are definitely activating that. And I also have 656 million tokens. I am currently sitting at pickaxe level 9 though, so when we do get pickaxe level 10, I will see if we should buy some more jackhammer. Alright, so like a million things just happened all at once. We do have enough beacons to buy our first companion, so let's start with that. Let's open this up, and hopefully we can just get like the best companion possible. But with my luck, I think we'll get the chicken, which I think is the worst one. But let's see what we got, and nice! The cow companion, that is the second best one with a small 0.10x money multiplier. But I am of course going to equip it. That will be very nice to have. The other thing is that our pickaxe just hit level 10, so this means we have jackhammer. I can purchase 700 levels. Let's freaking do it. That did slightly increase the chance of jackhammer, so I guess it was worth it. But at pickaxe level 25, which I don't know if we'll hit in this video, we unlock the gem greed enchantment. That is when the gem boosters will actually become useful for us to use. But with gems, this currency, it'll allow us to start buying the gem enchantments. So yeah, there's actually like a whole new other set of enchants that will cost gems. Specifically the enhancer enchant. This is definitely something we need to get when we can unlock it, because it gives me more XP towards the pickaxe. And then there's actually these cave enchantments which cost, oh wow, they cost ores. That is really cool. I think we'll get into that probably in like the 3rd video of the season, because there's just like so much we have to do for that. But yeah, that is awesome. And then the other thing is, let's sell the backpack. That is 18,000 money. I think, yes, we can purchase the next pickaxe upgrade, which is now a 0.9x block multiplier. But yeah, I literally don't think there is any other value in ranking up besides getting to the rebirth. I was asking some people out in the chat. So I think for now, we literally just need to keep mining, making money, eventually buying more companions, and then just like upgrading a bunch of enchants and then all of that stuff. Actually, you know what? I think we should look into the cave system, because if I remember correctly, the caves are how you get totems. So let me see if I can access this. If you type /caves on the server, there are these different caves that you can teleport to. Oh, okay, so those are what the rank requirements are for, unlocking the different different caves. That makes sense. Okay, but yeah, let's teleport to the coal cave. Oh, wait, the coal caves are currently not open. They'll be open in 11 minutes, 43 seconds. That makes sense. So in about 10 minutes, I will go and explore the coal cave, and we will see what that is all about. Getting those coal ores will actually allow us to unlock these cave enchants, and I think they will translate pretty well into the rest of the game. But yeah, I guess I'll just stay here in mine for 10 minutes. Maybe we'll be able to get like a new companion in the meantime. Wait a minute, I just unlocked a new tier in the battle pass. 200 million tokens and then 12 enchanted crate keys. We're of course going to open these up. I got another crystal box, and that gave me, oh nice, oh my god, this has a 100% apply chance with an 89% token booster. That is actually so awesome. Let's equip it. That is actually so insane to get. And then we also got more of these books of experiences. So if I tap /pets, our current pickaxe pet is at level 11. I can actually upgrade this a bunch of times, and it is now level 17. This currently gives me a 1.14 times multiplier for the pickaxe experience. This is like super good though, because this means we are now going to get even more tokens. It actually looks like I can purchase the next pickaxe upgrade. So we are now sitting at the fire pickaxe. This one looks pretty cool. This has over a 1x block multiplier. Okay, so I just hit over 15,000 blocks mined, which means we have this new milestone, which gives me a pickaxe perk. I will show you how that works in a second. But I also got 290 beacons, which means we can purchase a brand new companion egg. It would be pretty epic to get at least another cow, but probably we are getting a chicken. Yep, but we will equip that, as it does just help us a little bit. And then we do have enough money to buy the next pickaxe upgrade, which is awesome. But yeah, let's check out this pickaxe perk. From that milestone, we got a pickaxe perk, and if we click on these perks, you can see that we have one of the perk tickets. How perks work is that you can roll a random perk onto your tool, and it could literally be any of these. So ideally, what we would like to get is something that, I mean, if we somehow got universal, which is super rare, that would be insane, but that's probably not happening. Some of these give you like token boosters, gem boosters, beacon, pass points, your tool XP. But yeah, let's roll the perk, and we got Wizard 3. That is a blue perk, which is, oh wow, this is a 22.5% enchant boost. That's actually not too terrible. It definitely could have been slightly worse, but I am still pretty happy with that. I was planning on checking out the caves, but I think for this video, we are going to, oh my god, we got another battle pass here. /battle pass. It looks like, oh dang it, I did not unlock anything, which kind of sucks. We do get 300 million tokens though at tier 7. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get into caves in the next video. But if we head over here, this here is the AFK block. So I think how this works is I just have to hit it, and now I'm just AFK mining on the server. So what's really cool about this is that it should count for the amount of blocks you have broken. This means overnight I can get a ton of milestone rewards. It'll also benefit like my battle pass experience. It'll level up all of my pets, and that's always good. And then it'll also just give me a ton of crate keys from our key finder enchantments, which actually I'll just buy like more levels of that. But yeah, go ahead and definitely utilize the AFK block on the server. We're gonna end this video off here, and hopefully by tomorrow when I wake up, we will have so many crate keys and all this cool stuff to open. Definitely come try out the server though if it does seem interesting to play. It is a ton of fun. But yeah, I will see you all later.